Okay, hello, welcome to another awkward moment of me making sure audio is working. It is. Okay, we're good. Hi everyone, I'm Daniel J. Hogan. Welcome back to my Twitch channel here. We're gonna take a break from Stardew Valley tonight and get back to some drawing. If I sound a little different at all, I set up a new microphone thing tonight, so I'm still kind of figuring out the best position for that. So if I am difficult to hear, please say so in the chat so I can know what I gotta fix. But I think we're okay with this for now. Yeah. I'm going to take those off. You can see part of it, the shock mount thing here. I upgraded and got a boom mic thing. I'm still sorting out the best position for it. It arrived like this afternoon, so I haven't had a lot of time to... It took me a while just to get it set up and everything. And sorry, I got distracted by something in OBS. We're fine. Anyway. Yeah. And for some reason, my camera seems to keep wanting to do its own thing. Let's see. Close this dock. I don't need that open anymore. Thank you. Okay. Come on. I don't want this selected. Oh boy. Come on. I don't want this selected. Thank you. That's better. Okay, I hope everyone had a fun Halloween. We, here at our place, we handed out candy for the first time in several years, and we ran out of candy in less than an hour and a half. So we had a lot of kids. It was fun. It was good weather for it and all that. And we got done so quickly that I ended up doing a Stardew Valley stream Friday night. You can check that out still. And I was wearing my Grumpy Bear onesie, which I will probably never do on stream again because it was incredibly uncomfortable to wear for 2 hours because it's super hot. I don't know how anyone could wear that anywhere other than like outside when it's like 40 degrees out or something, because if it's above 54 degrees and you're wearing that, you're going to be overheated big time. So yeah. It's gotta put my phone on silent. Okay, cool. That's good to know. Just got a little YouTube alert there. So yeah, so I've been making some upgrades to the old streaming setup here the past couple weeks. I have a stream deck, which has proven very extremely useful. I've barely scratched the surface with it as far as customizing what I can do with it and all that. And then today, like I said, I got my new boom mic set up with so my Yeti mic's not sitting on the desk anymore. It's actually, more at my mouth level, which is good. Definitely better. And yeah, so we're getting there bit by bit, making things a little better. I don't see me necessarily spending a lot on a new camera at any point in the near future, but we'll see. That's not a high priority. My webcam is fine for what I'm doing now, and when I do the overhead art stuff again on paper or whatever, or need to show stuff on my desk, my phone thing will work for that, but I need to figure out a better layout for that when I'm doing that. So, but anywho, that's it as far as up. Oh no, it's not. I lied. Let's see. Can I do this? Actually, that might still be there. Yeah. So quick reminder, if you're in the Lansing area, on November 15th, please come to our open studio event at Cedar Street Art Collective. Just Google Cedar Street Art Collective and it'll pop up. It's pretty self-explanatory. And Stephanie and I are doing an open studio end of the season sale event that Saturday, November 15th, 1 to 4 p.m. So please come check that out. That's fine. So we'll have some pretty good discounts on some stuff, originals, prints. In my case, like matted stuff on stuff in frames. Since I'm moving away from bringing stuff in frames to shows, I definitely would like to clear out the stuff that I have in frames at the moment. So, anywho, so what I was I'm trying to keep an eye on the volume meter for the microphone to see how much it changes when I, move my head down away from the mic. Let's see here. I had thoughts of working on new overlays. Which I guess I could do that. Or, you know what, let's just kind of loosen up here for a minute. Where I put my... there it is. My drawing from memory game here. Let's do a couple of these just to kind of warm up. And whatever, if that's all we do, that's fine too. Although I do need to, I would like to redo my overlays at some point, but it is what it is. Okay, who do we got? We got Gumby. Okay. Drawing Gumby from memory. That should be pretty easy here. Let's see here. Make sure I'm on actually a drawing pen. Yeah, that works. So Gumby, for those who are under the age of 30, Gumby was a claymation character who was kind of like a Saturday morning cartoon. Yeah, I did that wrong. That's totally wrong. See, this is why I decided to do a warm-up drawing. And he was green. Dang it. It's probably right here, but that's it. He was green. All right. We're doing it this way. He was green. Oh, wait, no, let's do this. I'm going to make him green. I don't care at this point. Like, it's going to happen. Actually, he was kind of a darker green, I think. Good enough. But I think that's so. Actually, I think Gumby. I can't remember what his hands were. I think maybe he might have had like this kind of thing going on. He had like an angled head. That was his doing this too big. Like he had that kind of nonsense going on. But yeah, whatever. But yeah, so Gumby was a claymation. For those who don't know, those are younger viewers out there. He was a claymation guy, and he lived in the claymation world, and they did claymation stuff and went on claymation misadventures, and and he had his little buddy Pokey the horse. Not to scale. Pokey was actually big enough. Let's see here. We can fix that. Let's, with a little bit of Procreate magic here, we can fix that. Yeah, there we go. Good enough. Of course, now they're in the same layer, so I can't move them. Let's try that again. What's my cut command? I can't remember. We'll do this. Yeah, good enough. And Pokey could talk. So that was their thing. So Pokey was a talking horse, and Pokey was kind of this plasticky orange color deal. Oh, that's too big. And they had like these. Oh man, I can't really do that with this watercolor. I think his hair was black, wasn't it? Sure. Why not? Yeah. Yeah, and they had these bad guys called the Blockheads. Like literally their heads were like cubes or something or whatever, and like I'm sure you can find plenty of Gumby stuff on YouTube. Go look it up. It's I don't know how well it holds up these days, but when in the old days, that's kind of all we had. So all right, so that's Gumby. I guess I'll do the comparison thing now. Why not? Let's see here. Gumby. No, that is not how that goes. Gumby. That'll work. Oh boy. Open image, new tab. Save image. All right, so let's go to here. Get ready for this, because Yep. I wasn't close on this. I mean, I was kind of close. Here we go. This is what Gumby and Pokey are supposed to look like. So, I mean, you know, actually, that was pretty. This of all the things I've done, this is probably the closest I've been. I just didn't do it. I forgot his nose, and I didn't have his nose being yellow and stuff. And actually, Pokey, I was honestly pretty spot on, at least as far as color went. But yeah, so that's Gumby. If you're younger and don't know who Gumby is, go look Gumby up on YouTube. Have fun with that. But you know, for those of a certain age, we all know who Gumby is. Who was also famously spoofed on Saturday Night Live by Eddie Murphy in the 80s. So, which is another thing you can go look up. It's funny, it's hilarious, you know, all that. Okay, let's keep going. This is fun. I don't know if I'm going to end up doing a new overlay tonight, but we'll see. Let's see what's on the other side of this card. Because they're double-sided, I guess I might as well do both sides while I'm here. Oh, the Titanic. Okay. All right. Let's shake things up here. We're doing the Titanic. Okay, we'll try this pencil. So, fun fact, even though, you know, back in the late 1900s when Titanic was in the theaters and it was a big hit, I actually never saw it in the theater. And to this day, you know what? I'm going to go back to the other pencil. To this day, I've actually never seen all of Titanic. I've seen parts of it, but I just did not care. Still really don't. I mean, I like James Cameron as a director. I mean, I should probably watch it for the completionist sake of it. I know it's good and it has its fans, but it was not something I was interested in back in the day. And really, if I'm going to watch a James Cameron movie, I'd rather watch Terminator or Terminator 2 or even True Lies again. Still haven't seen Avatar 2. I suppose I should see that. But so Titanic. We'll give it an exclamation point because why not? So I feel like I'm already way off as far as how this looks, but you know, it's got like a big propeller and has like the rudder thing or whatever, and then it's got different places for people. It didn't have like it had the forced smokestacks. We're gonna put the other one. Yeah, we'll do this. I should add this so people who are joining in know what's going on. From Titanic. There we go. And I'll just leave that up. Yeah, so then we'll do this. Do this. It's a boat, so it's got to have like a little anchor thing. Oh, I suppose I should probably left room for the iceberg. Here, let's do this. Name those layers, kids. Name those layers. Actually, we'll do this here. Sure. So like here, there's our iceberg. Because why not? Get some good ASMR here. Let's yeah, let's add some definition there. Why not? Let's give it some angry eyes. Because why not? There's our iceberg. Iceberg. Okay. Yeah, back to the Titanic itself. Yeah, so like I was saying, I never saw it in the theater. I was... What year did that come out? Let's see. Oh, I might be cheating here by accident, but whatever. I've already pretty much done it. 1997. Okay, didn't even have to finish. I only had to type in the first 3 letters and it popped up. 1997. So I was, depending what time of the year it came out, 15, 16. So as a 15, 16-year-old boy in 1997, I did not care about Titanic. My little sister, on the other hand, who was 3 years younger than me, so would have been 13, 14, absolutely loved it and probably saw it a million times because, you know, she was in love with Leonardo DiCaprio and etc. You know, good for her. All that. But yes, as a 15, 16-year-old boy in the late 1900s, I did not care about going to see Titanic, but I do remember, like, I just don't think kids today don't, you know, you weren't around then. Like, it's hard to really, especially with the current state of movies these days, like, how to understand how big of a deal Titanic was back then. Like, it was in theaters for months, which a movie being in theater for probably even a month is a rarity these days. But like, how the movie industry has changed so much since 1997, you know, and it just, people kept going to see Titanic over and over and over and over again. Like, it's like, I can't think of anything in recent memory in the last 20 years close to that. I mean, on that level. I mean, you had the Star Wars prequels that were pretty big, but I mean, but that had a built-in thing. And the other thing, what people don't know or remember is, like, I have vivid memories of leading up to the release of Titanic of, like, this is going to be a bomb. Like, I have a vivid memory of sitting in my dentist office in circa late 1995, early 1996 or whatever, or early 96 or 90, before Titanic came out. And I remember seeing an article and a copy of Entertainment Weekly or something, like, just planning on, like, it's going to be a bomb. It's going to fail. Like, and if you do any, like, casual research, like, you'll see that, like, people thought, you know, Titanic was going to be a big bust. Like, it was going to crash and burn and end up being, like, one of the biggest movies ever, until I think Avatar or Endgame. I can't remember. I guess Endgame might be the most recent equivalent to some extent. But, like, then again, that had stuff leading into it, whereas Titanic just came out of nowhere. Like, this was the director of Terminator 2 doing a love story, you know, with Leonardo DiCaprio and stuff. Like, it was just, it's like, what is this? You know, it was... So this has been edition of Old Timey Talk with Grunkle Dan. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, I think this is good as I'm gonna get. Let's we'll find a picture of the Titanic we can use and see how terrible this is. Let's see, can I spell it? Titanic. Let's see here. Problem is I'm gonna get a button. There we go. There's actually yeah, we'll look at the Lego version of it, because why not? That's probably as good as any. Actually, this. Okay, now this will work. We'll use this one. Open image and tab. Okay, so we'll see how far off I was here. Pretty far off, but I mean, there's some. But it's okay. We're having fun. Okay, so here we go. Just gonna lock some of this stuff so I don't do something I shouldn't. There we go. Okay. So, I mean, I didn't do the color. I should have done that. I did remember in the back of my head that I'm using my mouse and OBS to like point to stuff, and I realize you can't see that. So, anyway, so yeah, it's got I remember the red bottom now, and I had the 4 smokestacks. Well, they're angled, but whatever. For the sake of this, it's good enough. Okay. Oops. Okay, let's just. Ooh, too big. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. We'll just put the from memory thing on its own layer. There we go. All right, let's do another one. This is fun. Give me something to talk about too. If you're here or watching this because of my Stardew Valley stuff, don't worry. Wednesdays are my regular Stardew Valley night, and then also if there's other like random pickup nights where I decide to live stream, that's typically what I'll do anyway. Like case in point, this past Friday after we finished with Trick or Treaters, I did a Stardew stream. So as I mentioned before, so. Try not to look at these while I shuffle. Okay, so we got Helga from Hey Arnold. Okay, so I have a rough idea. This is not going to go well, but so let's write this down so people know. My other proper layer here. Like she's in my head. Like I kind of know what it is. Like she's isn't she kind of grumpy? I can I'm getting her hair and Arnold's hair kind of mixed up in my head. So she's got Does she have like ponytail kind of? Does she have like a little top thing, or am I thinking that Arnold? I don't know. Does she have like a skirt thing? I don't remember. Maybe she wears like a midriff shirt. I don't know. Probably not. That doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. We're just gonna counter with this one because I don't. I know of Hey Arnold. I never really watched Hey Arnold, but I think I just kind of. Although there's other shows of that time period I did watch, like Kim Possible and whatnot. So let's see how bad this is. No, that's not what I want. Come on. Come on. Okay. Okay. Helga. Hey Arnold. This is gonna be rough, I'm sure. Okay, yep. All right. That's okay. Yep. Let's see. Open image in new tab. This is gonna be. I gotta remember to delete all these stupid downloads. Fill up my hard drive with. Okay. I apologize in advance. Okay, let's get this positioned. And 3, 2, 1. So her bow, that's what was sticking up in my head. Like I knew she had something on the top of her head and I couldn't remember it. So it's the bow. I mean, I had the grumpy expression. And she does, I mean, she doesn't have a midriff and a skirt, but she, I mean, is wearing some sort of skirt dress thing. And I was kind of right with the, her hair kind of stuff here. Like I remembered she had like some kind of weird hair side things and oops. No, again, it's not a show I'm super familiar with. Okay, moving on. We keep going. All right, so then we'll. Okay, so what's to the other side of the card? Now it is a reindeer. Okay. A reindeer. Okay. Well, that's a little easier. Oops. Reindeer. So I can have another Grunkle Dan story time about this one. So back in the 80s, there's a movie called Santa Claus the Movie. And it is probably one of the worst movies ever made. And it has reindeer in it. It just made me think of that. Like reindeer puppets and stuff. And it's not a good movie. It has like an origin story for Santa Claus and the elves and him making toys and delivering them and stuff, and Dudley Moore's in it, and I think John Lithgow's the bad guy. I can't remember. Like the big thing at the end is like the elf Patch, I think his name is, played by Dudley Moore. He like bails on the North Pole to go work for John Lithgow, who's like a evil toy company person, and he has like candy canes, something that make people float when they eat them, and that's like his big thing, and hilarity ensues, and whatever. Yeah, Santa Claus the movie. Look it up. It is bad. It is real bad. I believe there is a How Did This Get Made episode about it. Worth listening to. So reindeer. Not to be confused with the regular deer I have in my neighborhood here in Lansing. Let's move this dude. So yeah, if you need a bad Christmas movie to watch, Santa Claus the movie, check it out. You've been warned. It's not good. Although one of my favorite Christmas movies that has reindeer in it is Ernest Saves Christmas. And well, I won't spoil that for you, but it's has some good reindeer antics in it. It's a fun watch. I try to watch it every year. I did not get to watch Ernest Scared Stupid around Halloween this year. Yeah, they just have like a little. I mean, we gotta think about what kind of reindeer. Are we talking about like realistic reindeer? Or are we talking about like the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer like specials, the puppet animation special type reindeer, that sort of thing. Which, I mean, for me is probably closer to what I'm going for. Because I think like real reindeer are kind of like, they're a little shaggier than the deer we have here in Michigan. They're closer to elk than the white-tailed deer that we usually have. So I think. Let's see. Ho, ho, ho. Well, I guess the reindeer wouldn't be saying that. That'd be Santa. There. Santa's off panel saying ho, ho, ho. Let's give him some funny teeth, because why not? And throw in some conifers in the background, because why not? Yeah, and that's and there's some stuff in the background, some snow. Hey, look, it's a snowman. Yeah, there we go. Okay, reindeer. Just look at that Helga one is pretty funny. Reindeer. Again, do I look for a realistic one or drawing? And try to find one that's not AI art at the same time. Here, we'll grab this one from the University of Alaska Fairbanks. Of a real reindeer and a little baby reindeer, so you're getting a twofer. Okay, so nope, not alerts. There we go. There you are. Okay, so visualize the one I drew, and here is a real reindeer. So, yeah, I mean, I was right. They do have like kind of a more of a shaggier appearance. And they're bigger too. The little baby reindeer is cute. Okay, well, thank you for that. Thank you, University of Alaska, whatever. Okay. All right. Let's do some more. This is fun. Clear. Go up here. Let's see what we get this time. The state of Delaware. Okay. Yeah. If there's any Wayne's World fans in the audience, they will also know why I'm laughing. Delaware. I mean, Delaware. This is, if we have any Delawareans watching, I apologize in advance. Don't take it personally. Sorry, just stretching. Well, it's East Coast-ish. So I'm gonna give him a smiley face, because why not? I don't really know what to do. Okay, let's see how bad this is. Delaware. Okay, now I'll use this one. This just gives it some more context. Yeah, nowhere near. It was nowhere near. Okay. And okay, let's get ready for this. Puts it in context around other states, so I think that's a little better. Let's shrink this down a bit. Okay, get ready. 3, 2, 1. Here's Delaware. Yep. Way off. It's all right. I was right, though. It was on the East Coast. I want to say, and I could be wrong, I'll fact check this. I think in the DC comics continuity, Metropolis is in Delaware. Or is it Connecticut? I can't remember. I'll find out. We'll look that up right now because now I need to know. Where is, not Harvard, is Metropolis? Yep, often depicted on the Delaware coast or near New York City. Yeah. Like, I don't know if they specifically say that, but that's implied. Let's see. Wikipedia's got to say about Delaware, or Metropolis, rather. Home depicted as a massive city in northeastern United States in close proximity to Gotham cities. In recent years, it's been stated to be located in New York State. So, whatever. I mean, whatever. They change that stuff all the time, so it doesn't. I mean, New York makes more sense, but anywho, Delaware. My apologies, Delaware. Nothing personal. Oh man, I drew it on the wrong layer. That's all right. Okay, so let's see what's on the other side of the Delaware card. These are double-sided, and I think there's like 500 things total or something, so I'm not worried about running out of stuff to draw. What do we got now? Bert and Ernie from Sesame Street. Okay. Well. Bert and Ernie. Okay. At least this is more my wheelhouse. Okay, so well, let's do Bert first, I guess. So, he's got the long, round head. Doesn't he have like a unibrow? Is Bert the one with the unibrow? And he's got like the. No. Hang on a second. I can't remember what his hair is like. It's definitely not right, but is his? I think they both have. Do they both have striped shirts? And one is horizontal and one is vertical. I mean, that would make sense that they would do that. Although I could see whatever. Don't care. God, I can see it in my head, but I just can't grasp it. And then, Ernie, he's got the squatter rounder. That's definitely not right, but do they even have? Yeah, I think they have ears. Do they? I think so. They're like they're behind something. I'm afraid to look this one up. I know I'm definitely off a bit, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Let's see here. So we got Bert and Ernie. I'm trying to figure out what picture to use, just to show how off I am. This one's fine. That'll do. I was right on the stripes, though. I was right on the stripes. Save image as. Okay. Won't let me do that. Okay. Let's try a different one. Oops, not link. Dang it. Oh, here's some fun facts. Ernie is a fan of staying up late, taking baths with his rubber ducky, and playing the saxophone. He lives with his old buddy Bert on Sesame Street. Bert enjoys reading, collecting bottle caps, and eating food that is very bland. He lives with his best friend Ernie on Sesame Street. That's not good. That cuts off too much. Let's try this again. What the? Okay, it's saving it as some weird file which doesn't make any sense. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Just going to cheat and screenshot it because I ain't got time to mess around with this anymore. I mean, I guess I do. I got plenty of time. One of the buttons I programmed on my Stream Deck was a screenshot button because I kept forgetting what the code was on, or the key strokes were on my Mac here, and yeah. Let's see. And of course, now I got to find where that is. Screenshots. There we go. Okay. All right. So apologies to Bert and Ernie, but here we go. So Bert's here. I mean, I had the right idea. I just did it totally wrong. I was right. He did have a unibrow, and he did have the vertical striped shirt. And I got the head shape right, and I kind of got the Ernie head shape right, and so I had the right idea, sort of, with the hair. And I was right that they both had different striped patterns. So, Bert and Ernie, everyone. Man. Okay. Yeah, that was both sides of that one. Okay. Okay, we'll do at least one more here. Just try and shuffle them up. Although I guess it doesn't really matter because I don't know what order they're in anyway. Oh, we're Chuckie from Rugrats. Again, that's one in my head. I know what it is, but I don't know if I can draw it. Let's write this first. Dang it. Chuckie. As to not the Chuckie from Child's Play. Come on, layers. Let's go. This is going to be rough. I know he's like a... Does he have teeth like that? I know he's got glasses. Like he's got kind of weird hair, doesn't he? Or like his shoes always untied, or am I thinking of someone else? I don't know. He have like overalls, like little baby overalls, like a duck on it or something. I think, or is that Gonzo from Muppet Babies? Maybe it was a teddy bear. I don't remember. It's been so long. I mean, I used to watch Rugrats back in the day. Like I remember when it first came out. Okay, let's see what we get. Chuckie Rugrats. Yep, I was way off. I was definitely thinking of Gonzo from Muppet Babies. Let's see here. Character. He actually has a shirt in reality that I would wear. Let's see here. Downloads. There he is. Make that a little bigger. So 3, 2, 1. Here is the real Chuckie. So I had the teeth right. I had the glasses right. I remember I had his weird hair. He's got a little space or planet on his shirt and does not wear overalls. I was definitely thinking of Gonzo from, or no, I was thinking one of the other kids. That's what I'm thinking of. Lil and Phil. Maybe. Is the... What the heck does that mean? I gotta look up. Yeah, okay. Okay. I learned a word. Let's see. Rugrats characters. Yeah, no, none of them really wearing overalls necessarily. Whatever. Sorry, Chuckie. Well, I had his untied shoes right. I was close on a couple things. But, I had the teeth right. I mean, I did have the glasses, I did the crazy hair, and his untied shoes. But that's about it. Sorry, Chuckie. Okay, let's see what's on the other side of Chuckie's card. I'm afraid to look. A lobster? Okay. I can do that. A lobster. Oops. Wrong layer. A lobster. I've actually, I think only ever once done the pick a lobster from the tank thing and eat it at Red Lobster. I did that once many years ago with friends. We went out to dinner and I was like, I'm going to do it. I can't remember if it was my birthday or I just did it just to do it kind of thing. I can't remember. But it was, I don't know if I would do it again, honestly. It was kind of maybe feel a little weird, to be honest. It was good, though. I do like lobster. Cape Cod, that's what I was getting at. So I've had the privilege of being able to go to Cape Cod a couple times, and it's definitely a good place to get lobster. I had some really, really great lobster dishes there. I had lobster grilled cheese. I had lobster omelet. The lobster rolls. The only thing I don't think I still haven't done there is like the whole lobster dinner thing, like getting like whatever at Red Lobster or something where you just get the whole lobster. I don't think I still didn't. I wanted to, but problem with Cape Cod, being the two times we went in July, like 4th of July weekend, so peak of tourist season, and the other time Steph and I went was like in early October, like this time of year, like early October, or something, or late September. So it was off season, which was good because it wasn't as crowded, but a lot of stuff was closed because it was off season. So some of the places we wanted to go to, like, eat or whatever that we had done previously, we couldn't go because they were closed. But we also didn't have crazy crowds to deal with, and we could still kind of go to the beach, but not hang out there in the sun all day and stuff because it was definitely colder. But it was nice, just to get out of town for a few days and be somewhere different. And yeah, I think it might have been like a belated anniversary trip or something. I can't remember. Or we just went to do it because the opportunity came up or something. But do lobsters have 6 legs or more? I don't remember. I really don't remember. Let's see. This is another one of those to look up a real lobster or a cartoon lobster. Lobster. Oh, I'm getting pictures of food and it looks real good. Let's see here. Well, I guess we'll do both, or at least. Nope, I was definitely off on the leg count. Yeah, it looks like they have 8 legs, which makes sense because they're, basically underwater spiders or scorpions or whatever. Okay, here is the lobster, real lobster. Can I rotate this? Yeah, there we go. Ooh, get some fun image stuff. Yeah, so, right idea. I mean, my eyes are bigger. But yeah, it looks like 4 legs on each side. So, looks yummy though. Where'd you go? Okay, there you are. Now I'm hungry. Oh man. He did not look it. Oh man, there's some good looking lobster dishes here. Oh man. What the hell is that? That does not look real. Anywho. We'll do one more, at least. Did I do both sides of that? Yeah, that was Chuckie and the lobster. So we've done 2, 4, 6, 8 for memory drawings tonight. Come back on Wednesday for sure, unless I end up not being able to do it because something comes up, but Wednesday will be Stardew Valley again. Oh, I grabbed 2. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. So we got the Grinch. It's a little early for the Grinch. Need to figure out a Thanksgiving version of the Grinch, like what that would be. Oh, dang it. I did it on the same layer again. I gotta stop doing that. Just means you get to hear more cool ASMR sounds of me erasing stuff off the iPad. Oh man, I gotta close that lobster tab in the background because it is just making me super hungry. Oh man. Man, oh man. Okay, so from memory, the Grinch. We'll do this side of the card and then the other side, and then we'll see how I'm feeling. Like, I still want to do art live stream stuff, but I am enjoying doing the Stardew stuff, and numbers don't lie that I've been getting way more views and followers since I started doing the Stardew Valley stuff. But I mean, I can definitely do both, but it's you know, this is what it is. Okay, so we're doing the Grinch. Let's go to the right layer this time. So the Grinch, it's got kind of a long head. And I can't remember, like, does he have a nose? He's got, I can't remember. Speaking of reindeer, he had a reindeer, sort of. His dog that he made to look like one. Yeah. Poor doggy. No. Just, because he's fuzzy and he's got that's all I can remember. Okay, let's that's not what I want. The Grinch. We're gonna go for the animated one. Oh man, that's not helping that much because now I'm getting all the stupid modern ones. The good old Chuck Jones one. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Let's gotta find a good example of him not dressed as Santa because that's not how I drew him. Man, there's some good. Yeah, that'll work. Some good drawings. Yep, I definitely missed some key things here. Okay. There he is. Okay. That's a big old image. Shrink that down here. Okay, 3, 2, 1. 1. Oh, right, because there we go. Well, sort of close. It's some. I remembered like his weird toe shoe sock things and whatnot. And okay, yeah, it was. This is what I was thinking. Like this was in my head. I just couldn't think of it correctly. Like I remember he had like some weird thing on the top of his head. I mean, I kind of got that expression pretty close. Close enough. Sorry, just cracking my back. All right, we'll do the other side of this card. And a fire truck. Okay. I also got new glasses this week, so I'm still getting used to those. And they're progressive lenses, which is fancy versions of bifocals. So if you've never had those, this is my second pair of progressives, so it's, you know, I at least kind of know what to expect this time around, but they also increased the strength of them, so it's been an adjustment. It can take a while to get used to them, but yeah, it's not fun all the time, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I gotta see, you know. So fire truck. So yeah, it's kind of one of those, and yeah, one of those. And do they have multiple wheels? Well, obviously, I mean, they have 4, but I meant, do they have like 2 in the back? They got the ladder thing there. They got this part in the middle with, like, you know, the hoses, and they got the, you know, the sirens. Got some more ladders. Cause you never have enough ladders. You gotta have ladders, you know. And they got the little thing up there with like the water hose, and they got the hoses all, you know, set up and ready to go. And you know, they got the axes, you know, and then maybe there's like a little dog. Oops. Do. Suppose there should be a door here somewhere, huh? Whatever. Ugh. Ernie. Ooh. Yeah, that's what they sound like, right? I mean, this is one of those things. There's like so many different versions of fire truck. It's not like, the Grinch, where, I mean, well, I guess even that's not a good example. There's several versions of the Grinch out there, but, like if you look at cartoon versions of the fire truck, it's gonna be like super simplified and, like, it's like, what do I pick? Like I'm seeing so many different versions of them. Okay, we'll go with this one. And 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. Can I flip that? Let's see here. Scale filtering, no. Blending, no. Order, transform. Flip horizontally. There we go. Just kind of put it on the same. So, I mean, there was a bunch of different ones, but this one did have the double wheels in the back, so I was close. And, I got the ladder thing and all that. So, yeah, that was pretty close. I mean, it's one of those things where, like, there's so many different versions of a fire truck. I think I might call it good for now. Yeah, I'm going to call it good for now. Thanks for watching. I'll be back this Wednesday with Stardew Valley. Possibly other nights if I get inspired, have the time, what have you. But like I said, I still want to do art stuff on stream, but Stardew's bringing in the viewers, so it's gonna have to find that balancing act. And I like doing both, and there's no reason I can't do both. But anyway, so we're still figuring all this out. Each time's a new adventure. But so thanks for watching. I'm gonna call it good tonight. So we'll be back this Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. We'll be doing Stardew Valley, so please come by for that. You can check out previous episodes still here on my Twitch channel or on my Daniel J. Hogan YouTube channel, which has everything going back to my very first live stream ever. So if you want to see like how things have changed since last April, so barely a little over 6 months since I started doing this crazy stuff. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you Wednesday night. So take it easy. Be safe, have fun. All right, bye.